Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with Thanksviewing Day 3, and today's pick is Paul Blart, Mall Cop. Yesterday I featured the movie Zack and Mary Make a Porno, which takes place on the week of Thanksgiving. Paul Blart, Mall Cop also takes place on the week of Thanksgiving. In fact, it takes place on the day after Thanksgiving, known to many people as Black Friday. It's the biggest shopping day of the year. So where do people go? The mall. At this particular mall, Paul Blart, played by Kevin James, is a security guard, or a mall cop. Paul is also a single father of a daughter, and he has a crush on a girl who runs a kiosk in the mall. Despite his dedication to his job, he doesn't really seem to be made for it. But that changes when hackers break into the mall on Black Friday. Due to his lack of observation, Paul is locked inside the mall with the gang of criminals. And now it's up to the clumsy mall cop to stop them. Making matters worse, the criminals have taken some hostages. One is the girl that Paul has a crush on, and another is his daughter. So, in true underdog fashion, Paul takes out each of the hackers one by one. It's very funny, and it's also a feel-good movie. It's a true underdog story. And as with all Happy Madison productions, the soundtrack is fantastic. Paul Blart Mall Cop is a fun movie to watch around Thanksgiving, which is why it is my Thanksviewing Day 3 pick. And my Thanksviewing Day 3 TV pick is Dawson's Creek. Now, I know this is a show about which I care more than the rest of you, but what can I say? I love it, and it seems to fit a lot of these themes. Season 3 includes a Thanksgiving episode titled Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? In this one, pretty much the entire cast gathered together for Thanksgiving dinner by the creek. Dawson is dealing with the fact that his parents' divorce has been officially finalized. He is also conflicted about a certain secret and confronting Jen's mother, who makes her first appearance after sending Jen to live in Capeside. Jen is also dealing with the lack of mother-daughter kinship she feels. And Pacey is just trying to avoid his family in general. Season 3 of Dawson's Creek is probably the most visually appealing. There are some truly amazing scenic shots. And this Thanksgiving episode is actually one of the best when it comes to scenery. There are extended shots of the still creek, and of course pumpkins and leaves to set the autumn mood. What I always found sort of funny is the fact that they eat Thanksgiving dinner outside by the creek. And despite the show being filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina, it's supposed to take place in Capeside, Massachusetts. It would be freezing. Late November in New England is very cold. Late October in New England is very cold. It's hard to believe they all didn't end up with pneumonia for Christmas that year. Regardless, it's a very comforting episode to watch. It's warming, and despite some of the storylines in the episode that I've already described, it's actually an inspiring, uplifting sort of episode. Especially the final scene, which features the group of friends around a fire by the creek later that night. And because Dawson's Creek is one of my favorite shows anyway, the Thanksgiving episode is a must-watch for me every year, which is why Dawson's Creek is my Thanksviewing Day 3 TV pick. So that's it, guys, for Thanksviewing Day 3. Paul Blart Mall Cop and Dawson's Creek. Be sure to check back tomorrow to see what I pick for Day 4. Thanks for viewing.